everybody, it's Pam with Silver and Sparkles, and I am playing with my new alphabet rubber stamps. So these were a gift at Christmas from my daughter Sarah. Thank you, Sarah. And she lives in Manhattan, and these are from Casey's Rubber Stamps in the East Village, and this is the French Nouveau Alphabet, and it's the full alphabet. Isn't it fabulous? And each of these is just unique and beautiful. So I will link the website because you can of course go shop in store, but they do sell online as well. So I'll link that for you guys in case you want to just go look. I've been in there once with her, and we had a fabulous time talking to the owner who sits there and makes stamps while people shop, and it's just amazing. So anyway, I decided I wanted to play with these. So let me show you what I've made so far. And I wanted to, this is a scrap buster. So this is some of my larger scraps or pieces that I printed from kits and just haven't used, along with some scraps. And then I've been adding a letter to each one. And I think they are wonderful. So these, they really be anything. One idea I had was it would be nice, like if this was your initial, this could be like the front plate of a journal, like for someone named Amelia, right? Or Amy, or Anna, or whoever. And now I'm going to have to sit here and think of names for all the letters, right? Beth, my friend Beth. So anyway, I just had a whole lot of fun just using scraps and layering. And I'm not quite sure yet. I'm thinking I don't know if I want to poke a hole. I was thinking these would be really cool, like on a ring. But they would also be great just as an alphabet set. And of course, journaling cards, the plate at the front of a journal, that kind of thing. So I was doing really well, and I went all the way through F, and then I decided, these would make great medallions too. So then I did G, H, and then I switched the paper up a little. It's a little hard to see, so I might do that one a little differently. I really like how J turned out though. So these are really nice and thick medallions that I made. And there's so many things that you could use these stamps for, but I was just really having fun layering. So whether you have rubber stamps to play with or not, this is a great, just easy scrap buster, and hopefully to get, especially if you're new to this type of crafting, to just realize you really can make beautiful things out of, just your piles. So let me just show you. I have a big pile here, and some are smaller, but some are large pieces that I've just accumulated and don't want to waste, and certainly, want to have to use. So they're from a variety of kits and just things that have been in my pile. So we're just going to have fun at making some. Now, one thing that I did do for most of these is I found a piece of some kind of base, and some are more neutral than others. This is, I think, from this piece here, but then quite a few were done just with kind of a neutral piece like this. And I realized it looks like that one fits really cute on there. One of the problems I have when I'm layering like this is not wanting to cover up the pretty images. And I will say, yes, that's hard, and sometimes I don't want to. And at the same time, when I allow myself to just go ahead and do it, I'm really happy with the outcome. I really love this type of collaging, and it just, anyway, the effect I think is pretty. So if you can help yourself get over that anxiety of not wanting to lose some of the images, you might be able to create something you like even better, right? So let's set a few of these aside because they're all just different and unique, and they certainly, I don't need to do them all the same way, but those did give you a few good samples to look at if you don't do a lot of paper layering. So this is from some vintage sheet music, actually. And let me see the sheet. Just from the edge, or the where they have more of the title, those types of things, advertising. So I was thinking that might look cute with this. And I think I have used through K. So we'll make, oh, and it'll be an L with the hearts, L for love. So I think that'll be cute. And, or for Laura, Lisa, Linda, many L names, Lorraine, right? We keep going. Okay. I would love for you guys to leave me a comment and tell me what you think of this idea, just for making some great kind of junky, scrappy, vintagey looking kind of ephemera for your journals, and what you think of these wonderful stamps. I was really like just beyond jazzed. My daughter was so excited for me to open her gift. Like I said, we have enjoyed going into that shop together for a while, like since she was younger, when we would be there. And I think I've been there twice. She's been there multiple times. And so anyway, to pick something out that she knew I would absolutely love. There's the L. I think she was pretty excited this year, as she should be, right? It's fun to give gifts, especially when it's things you know people will appreciate and enjoy. Okay, I'm looking at my scraps. I want to find something somewhat neutral, but in the kind of the right tone with this paper. So, and I think a piece of this will be okay. Let's do the L. I just love, so some of these are like the French Nouveau ladies. Some are men. Cute. And I'm really not pressed about if, and I'm not cleaning my stamps. Don't yell at me. I'm going to do it later. I'm going to get out my stamp cleaner because I'm going methodically through the alphabet, and I will clean each one of them. So I'm not too worried if it's not perfectly straight, especially since I'm cutting out my images. All right. And I didn't do a great job of cutting that one either, did I? All right. It'll be okay. It does not have to be perfect. Again, that's part of the thing with this type of journaling or crafting. Even it's sometimes hard to remember that things do not have to be perfect. And we can jazz it up with some pops of color here and there that are unexpected. So I'm thinking we may add these little flowers with the hearts. Okay, just for something fun. And again, I think what a fun like little set this would be of journaling cards. I think it would be. Tell me what you guys think. But I've always kind of been, and of course I was thinking, even with as ornate as these are, it would be fun like to start a, that's kind of fun in the middle, to start a, like each signature, especially, you know, if you were doing like gratitude or something like that, you could start with, a signature, the first page, and it could be A and it could be abundance, or you don't even have to start with the beginning of the alphabet, right? You could do any letter and then pick a word of gratitude, start with T, thankful, right? And start the page of the journal. Or you could use one of these cards to start off that page and then put, you know, the word of gratitude. So I think that would be super fun. So that's just one really simple way. Now I made mine all different sizes and layered them. And I like the bigger ones. I like the smaller ones. Let's do one more, and then we'll do a few medallions. The medallions are super quick and easy. Let's do one a little bit larger and find kind of some, maybe some different strange pieces that we're like, how is that going to fit or work together, and see if we can make it happen. Okay. Let's pick a person to kind of highlight. sort of like that little girl and her teddy bear. Now this was printed just on a copy paper, so it does not have a lot of weight to it, and that's okay because we're just going to layer it. Okay. I'm going to try to tear her a little carefully and then do a finger tear on this side. By the teddy bear. All right, so we've got a little girl and her teddy bear. And this is going to be the letter M. Ooh, M is big. M. I must have used M when I was playing with it because it looks like it needs to be cleaned. Oops. Okay, it's all right. It's probably done with a pretty neutral ink, which is pretty much all I use these days. So, and I have others, but this does not look straight. I'm going to try to even it up a little. All right, 3.5. Where does it look crooked, y'all? Wonder if it's just the pattern. All right, that looks a little bit better. Okay, I want some of this pink because of my little lady here. So we're going to chop it off so that we still leave a little bit of a border. I probably want to chop it a little more than that. I'm not measuring, I'm just eyeballing. And if I end up, I'm going to try not to, but if I end up getting it, yeah, too small, I can always chop some off of the other end, right? All right, all right. There we go. I'm going to leave it larger, even with that little bit of extra. That'll be okay. And then we'll have the pink for, I don't know, let's call her, should she be Mary or Madeline or Melissa? I don't know, Michelle. I have a good friend named Michelle. And I have a cousin named Mary. So there you go. Good M names. And it's also a good for mom, right? A lot of us have that title. So it's a very versatile letter. Marvelous, magnificent. I'm thinking of positive words. Many happy returns. So many things we can come up with. Okay. Ugh. All right. Scrap Buster extraordinaire. Here we go. Let's get a few more of these done. Okay. What else do I want to put on here? I definitely think she would benefit from like something like that. Yes. And then what do I want to put the M on? I think I want the M to stand out pretty well. So maybe we'll use another piece of this. All right, and like I said, the M is quite large. Make sure I've got it inked well. And I'm just using my walnut stain distress ink. I could have gotten out some of my other ink pads, but I decided to just go for it. All right. Love it. Look at her. Isn't she wonderful? Yep. She has a beautiful little face. I love the detail in these. All right. We're going to cut it out, leaving a little bit of a border. I'm going to try to get it fairly straight. And I like stamping these, like I said, sort of on the neutral paper, but then, you know, it also had the print on there, and I think it looks great. It kind of gives it that vintagey look, like it's been around a while. All right. Maybe something like that. Yeah, I like it. Okay, we're gonna just glue. And again, layer, find some things that make you happy or pleasing to your eye. There's different, and they're not really necessarily formulas, but there's different kind of strategies, patterns to help you. I think I even have some of my older videos that kind of talk about some no-fail methods by using like some odd odd numbers. Like I'm like these three, you know, together, that would be odd. To make it kind of pleasing to the eye. I did not go to art school. I, way back in the day, don't remember anything about it, took an art class, but I tried to, I'm going to let it hang over. I try to, you know, look and see what I think would be pleasing to the eye, look at a lot of other people's art and for inspiration, those types of things. So that one's a little different. So lots of ideas and lots of strategies, but you know, you can take this big pile over here that doesn't seem to have anything to do with anything else and make some really pretty pieces. So now the medallions, and of course you can poke holes, you can set eyelets, you can put ribbons, you can put dangles, you can do all kinds of things on the medallions. And I am using the 1.5 inch because that seems like a good size for most of the letters. I don't know how it would have done for the M, but here I've got some of these labels and we'll just do a couple more with these. So let's get out the N, which is significantly smaller than the M. And I'm gonna just go ahead and stamp N right there. And then just gonna and this is not the way to take care of your very nice stamps, and Pam knows that. Look at how pretty she is. So, you know, don't model what I'm doing if you have stamps. Get your stamp cleaner out. Okay. Oh. And there's also stamp cleaner, you know, that conditions your stamps and the rubber and all of that. And so, like I said, I'm going to take care of them. And in fact, maybe at one point I'll do a video and stamp and also clean my stamps so you see that. I just didn't pull it all out. Okay, N. And N has like that little building. Isn't that cute? Just love it. All right, so there's N. And then we'll do O, and I'm trying to keep a little bit of that blue so they're not perfectly centered. That was intentional. And then I think I did like 4 layers of thickness, and I'm trying to find, here, this is just one of my papers that I haven't cut out yet, and we'll just punch circles to layer for our medallions. 3, I think 4 for each is what I did. I'm gonna find another piece of paper just to get the paper to layer these with. That's all I'm doing. And usually I have a bunch of offcuts and scraps, and I don't know where all of mine are right now. All right, you know what? They're each going to have 3 because that's what I have the paper for, close at hand. Now, I do look to see if there's anything on the other side because I want to make sure I sandwich that inside. And this stamp looks like it, or punch looks like it would benefit from being sharpened. All right, so again, all you're doing is layering your pieces of cardstock. Super basic technique, but super fun. And I love crafting with circles and having them on hand. And again, I was thinking, wouldn't that be a cute happy mail for somebody to make them the alphabet in medallions, and then they can have them again to put on the first page. I'm going to ink that in just a minute of their journal. So lots of ideas of what you can do. If you guys have ideas or things that you think would be great to create with this alphabet set, let me know. Let me know, because then I can try some of your ideas. I would love that. Leave me a comment and share your ideas with me. Okay, there we go. And like I said, this one's a little rough from the punch, but that's all right. It also kind of lends to that kind of junky, scrappy kind of look. Cuteness. I am just so happy with these and how well the images transfer. Very happy. Okay, so super easy, super basic. Promise y'all an easy one. And I am so thrilled with what we've come up with. Those are two of my favorites, I think. This first one I did is, you know, doesn't have as many images, but I really liked it too. The little Cupid. So super fun, super fun. I hope you guys like them too, and y'all have a great day until next time. Thanks everybody for watching.